And everyone, welcome to DotA Weekly number 5. Yeah.
Uh,
Yep, 5v5. I am your normal co-casting host person, Basil, or Baz for short. I have been AFK. I had to do a radio show at the last minute for Codebox. We had some cool things happen in Happy, so had to do that, and I am back casting the very last game, coincidentally, of the best of 3 versus Team eXe and Team Zacharris, or Zacharris as I call it when I have my dyslexic moments. And joining me, casting, is Tony. How's it going, buddy?
it's pretty good, Bez. We
That's
haven't
good.
casted together since the first tournament back in the day. Remember that? It's good
Yeah,
to cast
yes,
again.
that is very true. And I actually completely forgot that the new patch update was today. So seeing that Lone Druid ban, I was like, wait, he's not supposed to be in Captain's mode yet, but he was added in Captain's mode. So that's very exciting. I'm sure you guys have covered that. Big thank you to both of our sponsors, DirtNap Gaming and Codebox Media. They provide pretty much everything that we need to stream and whatnot. So thank you to both of them. Thank you to Shiny, who is our continued cameraman and wonderful co-caster for the weekly tournaments. Again, Tony, thank you to you, sir, who set up a lot of the in-houses and stuff over at the DirtNap Gaming Dota 2 channel. Check that out, guys. If you guys already haven't, do so as well. But we are seeing eXe in the Radiant slot and Team Zacharris for the Dire slot. The bans so far have been Chen, Lone Druid, and Tide Hunter for Team eXe. And we see Lycan and Invoker so far for Dire. So, so Shani, tell me about this tournament. What has been the favored play? What has been the favored strategies of this tournament so far this week?
Shine or me or
You.
oh yeah, I'm Tony, not Shine, but it's
Well,
been
you know what? You
mostly
both have
yeah.
two easier names, so it's
Yes.
very, very similar.
Well, it's been mostly team fight orientated gank. A little bit of gank, a little bit of team fight. Person who has the best start usually wins the game, but like last game for the people that were watching, you seen eXe basically just dominate throughout the whole game, ganking anti-mage and knocking them off, and they've been basically just fighting each other. It's like one of the best finals that I've seen during these tournaments, so it's good to watch. It's been mostly around farm orientated, but team fight orientated as well. Great plays from each team. First
Hmm.
game going to Team Zacharris,
That's
second
cool.
game going to eXe, and now we're
Very
in a winner
nice.
take all game one as
Very
eXe picks
nice.
up eXe picks up Windrunner, and Team Zacharys answers with Venno and Chalice Shaman. So that's cool.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, it looks like we're going to see another kind of push-oriented strategy from Zacharys. They definitely picked up two of the most powerful pushing heroes in game. Personally, I think, with Venno having his wards and Rasta having his super wards, that just makes for such a potent pushing combination right there. The Radiant did just pick up Windrunner as well. She's a very good pusher and a very good support. But then again, we do see another counter push hero there for the Radiant, Leshrek. Just such another powerful hero. I think they picked him up for the sole reason of not wanting the Dire to actually have them, because if that was the case, man, Rasta's wards plus Venomancers, and then if they had Leshrek, that would have been like towers down in seconds. So it's
Yeah.
actually a pretty smart pickup there by the Radiant.
Also,
Uh,
Leshrek is just a great hero. Either way
yeah,
you try to play him, he's a great hero.
yeah. I mean, he is one of those heroes that has a lot of versatility, and but really his main role is creep pushing and just kind of lane pushing because he has so many AoE spells. We are seeing
Yeah.
Vengeful Spirit picked up for Team X, and then Ricky Maru actually picked up for Team Zacharys, which is kind of a interesting hero to kind of complement both heroes that they did just pick up. But with Ricky Maru being that stealther and that ganker, it looks like that he's probably going to be their main carrier or maybe a off carry there for the Dire team. Shadow
Yeah. Well,
Demon as well being banned by the Radiant.
this is they took Ricky in the first game, and Neutrona played it pretty brilliantly. He had the diffuse the blade at like 11, 12 minutes, so that's
Wow.
what more can you want? So he played it brilliantly in the first game, and they kind of want to go back to what the first game was like. They had the team fight, they had the carry, so they want to go back to what won them the first game. The second game, they kind of fell off a little bit, which is understandable,
Mhm.
but in this game they're trying to go back to what won them the first game. So it's be
Yeah,
interesting
I
to
was
see that.
actually able to watch that game, and Team X did a wonderful job at shutting down Antimage's farm. I think that was one of the biggest kickers there when they were facing Team Zacharris in the second game. They really did a good job of just kind of countering pretty much what Antimage needed to do, and that kind of really kind of ended up costing them the game. Not so much just overall. I mean, there was several mistakes made on both teams' ends, but it was I think the combination of Antimage not being able to farm as much and Void getting too much farm. So this game, I'm really hoping to see just kind of a good flow from both teams, and with their hero compositions right now, it's going to be a lot of kind of countering each other's heroes. I mean, we have the swap to counter either the Vengeful ult or the Rasta being trying to get put in position there for the hexes and the shackles. Then we have Bounty Hunter trying to counter Ricky Mara. Bounty Hunter is a wonderful stealth counter. He has a little bit of stealth himself, but his ultimate is just kind of the seal of the deal with his track ability. That's one of the best things for a stealth hero to actually counter is a Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter is a very, very good hero. He does a lot of crit damage, and he relies on super bursts. So,
Yeah. Not to mention his ult gives gold when you kill. If you have your gold, it gives your team gold. People in the area of gold, and not to mention it's a great counter to Ricky. So that's the first time they ran Ricky. The other team had Bounty Hunter, but it didn't work out for him. It's great, and we see Zacharris picking up Darkseer, who is just one of the best heroes in the game, in my opinion. He sets up everybody so well. It's Darkseer. I'm a big fan of Darkseer, but
yeah, not many people know that Darkseer is actually an intelligence-based hero. A lot of people think he's either a strength carry or an agility carry. He's actually a intelligence-based hero. Most of his abilities are based off of a lot of his intelligence, and his spells really kind of play off a lot of what he does intelligence-wise. So, just for you new guys, Darkseer is actually an intelligence-based hero, but he can be played as a carry pretty effectively either or, which is really nice to see. Just kind of a interesting diverse hero. And Ancient Apparition is going to be picked up by the Radiant. I like this because that's going to kind of give them a little bit more lane control and team fight control, which is something that they kind of lack right now. A lot of the heroes that the Radiant have are kind of single target DPS besides Leshrac, and I think Ancient Apparition is going to kind of be able to help them control the team fights just a little bit. And then with Darkseer being picked up, the Radiant's going to have a hard time at trying to know when to engage because Darkseer has that shell, he has that wall, and he also does have that vacuum that can suck everybody in and either get pinned down by Ricky Mara's wards or just kind of get completely out of position out on a ridge or something. So both teams have really, really good heroes, but Team Zacharris has taken their time in picking their last hero.
yeah. Also, they have Shadow. They have Ancient Apparition and Leshrac. Their combo basically can take out one hero fast. Like they can take out Venno quickly, Shadow Shaman quickly, even Ricky quickly. Also, I want to point out that Fuzzy Bear is known for his Bounty Hunter plays, so let's keep an eye on that. So
That's good.
and Zacharris picks up Enigma as their last pick, which they had Enigma last game, but still they have the great counter in VS to Enigma. So again, they pick Enigma. Last game we saw Enigma for eXe for them as well, and it didn't really work too well. So we'll see it again.
Well, if Enigma either goes for BKB or Blink Dagger, it's going to make Vengeful a little bit easier to deal with because he'll be able to kind of blink in, maybe catch Vengeful in that black hole, maybe not. Or if he does decide to go BKB first, he'll be able to just go in, pop that BKB, and then do his ult, and Vengeful won't be able to do anything about it. So, yes, sir.
I hate to throw you on a bus, my good friend, but Swap goes through BKB.
Let's see.
It does. I'm sorry to
That's
throw you
right.
on the bus.
It does, doesn't it? Well. Okay, that's it. Shut up.
Yeah.
I'm special.
I wanted to pop in here for a sec. Hey guys, it actually is a fact that most of the ults in Dota do go through BKB and Magic Immunity. It is not very well known, but there are only a couple of ults that don't go through BKB, and they do still go through the BKB. They just don't really have the effect if you are BKB'd.
Yes.
I'm gonna hop back out now. Be the camera.
Okay. See, I actually never. I always thought BKB was the Magic Immunity thing, but hey, I'm still learning, as you guys can tell. So for the Radiant, we're gonna go over what and who plays everyone. So Fuzzy Bear is going to pick up Leshrac, which is interesting because, as you said, he is known for his bounty hunter play. But we are going to see Stop Moving, thank you, Raimi being played by Ancient Apparition, and if we go up to the middle top here, we're going to see Bounty Hunter played by CM Has Nice Boobs. She does have a nice rack, I will agree with that. Vengeful Spirit here is going to be played by Zambash. I believe that is how you say his name. And last but not least, we see Windrunner at the top, played by Relic. Tony, who's playing the Dire?
Alright, my friend, we have Neutrana on the Veno, and we have NK Techniques on the Rikamaru, and we have, in the jungle, we have Enigma. Solo mid, we have the Enigma, I'm sorry, played by Zacharris, the team captain. And solo mid, we have DS Bot Osoy, damn you Basil for giving me the hard name. And solo bot, we have Darkseer played by Sexian, who's a pretty great player, so that's what we're looking at.
You know, Enigma in the jungle is kind of like a obvious thing. I wasn't going to expect no one else to be really in the jungle. But Windrunner is playing that try/suicide lane up top here with Enigma in the jungle, and we do see Venomancer playing the support and supporting Ricky. So Venomancer trying to get Windrunner just out of the way, trying to make Ricky get some farm. He's doing a good job. But, you know, I feel that Windrunner at top's going to be able to really kind of put some pressure on Ricky until he gets stealth. So Ricky's going to have to really be careful. So mid here, we see Ancient Apparition versus Shadow Shaman. And this is actually a really, really smart play here by Team eXe. They are going to really shut down Shadow Shaman's farm pretty effectively with 2 in mid. And we are actually seeing 2 in bot as well, Leshrac and Vengeful versus Darkseer. So the laning composition is not typical of what we have really seen in a lot of the games in the past weeks. It's kind of counterintuitive, and I think it's going to throw Team Zacharris off just a little bit. So we're going to have to see how this plays out and how they can kind of mentally prepare themselves for what Team eXe is going to actually try and do.
Yeah, also on the top lane, for people out there if they don't know, when you play Venom against Windrunner, the best thing for you to do is Neutron is doing right now is just staying on the sides, just hitting Windrunner off the lane. He's going to throw his Gale on Windrunner. He's going to hit her, make her pop her Windrun, make her pop her
mid
mana.
Right here. Sorry to interrupt there, but we are getting a slow there on Ancient Apparition via nothing happened. I got excited for no reason. I thought they were going to go down. Bounty Hunter stealth, he moved up. Shadow Shaman just kind of casually walked into the tower, and nothing happened. That's disappointing. Ancient Apparition actually did have haste, which is unfortunate. Feels like that was kind of a waste there. And Windrunner trying to take out Veno. She probably could if she played her cards right, but Ricky is there at full health. And Windrunner's going to try and chase Veno out of the way, which is really smart because she does need that farm.
Yeah, Veno should be a little bit more aggressive. I know he's kind of afraid of the Windrunner, but when Veno has that Gale, he should just turn around. Yeah, that's all you can do against Windrunner. But he can die right here if he's not careful.
Windrunner being way caught out there, but she does able to Windrun and eat a tree. So good play there by Windrunner. I think she was trying to bait Veno into a little bit closer because her power shot would have been able to take out Veno pretty much flat. He did not have a lot of health left, unfortunately. Darkseer doing a pretty good job at keeping up with the farm because, you know, that shield does damage everybody while he's not there. So he's actually able to sit back and just kind of push this lane pretty well, which is odd considering they do have Leshrac and Vengeful. I feel that Darkseer is playing pretty aggressively while playing defensively. He's one of the few heroes that's able to do that, just put a shield on something and just walk away and get the gold. So Darkseer, very, very good play there.
Yeah, and as you can see, when the lane's pushed to where he doesn't feel safe, he just runs into the jungle and picks up the easy kills. Also, I want to point out that Leshrac is going to push build with the stun and the edict. It's only pretty good to go lightning when you're in a 1v2 lane or you want to keep the lane equal. So he does the right build in the edict and stun. So that's good to see.
Mm-hmm. Shadow Shaman using that courier to kind of fly his bottle back and forth because again he is dealing with a 2 versus 1 here in mid, and Bounty Hunter having about 1,200, and Shadow Shaman having his farm just is not all that great. Ancient Apparition doing a really good job at not taking any of Bounty Hunter's farm. Bounty Hunter really needs to get that farm going. Take a look at creep kills. Shadow Shaman only has 17. and Bounty Hunter has 23, and that's huge. That's a huge difference, especially this early on in the game. And
Yeah.
there's not a lot of action. I think both teams know this is an all-or-nothing game, and they're playing really, really defensively, but they're doing a good job at taking the lanes and using them in a control aspect. Darkseer is doing a good job at just kind of trying to control the bottom lane. But again, Vengeful and the Track are still doing a good job at kind of countering Darkseer. Darkseer actually behind on farm, surprisingly, versus Leshrac and Vengeful. But he's only about 100 gold behind, which is not that big of a deal. Windrunner has about 400 gold, 500 now. We see Ricky having about 500 as well, but he does have his power treads at about 5 minutes in, so that's actually a pretty big deal. We are seeing top here getting a big pressure there by Ricky, and there's the stun there. Oh my gosh, wow, what just happened? Shadow Shaman did just completely annihilate Ancient Apparition, but Ricky trying to take out Windrunner losing about all the way to 11 HP there.
Also, I want to point out that Ricky, he went a build that I'm not familiar with. He's maxing Blink. I know our friend Shine and our cameraman likes to go this build with max Blink, but I see a lot of Rickies go. They get 1 level Blink, 1 level Cloud, and max Backstab. Especially that's what I see most of. That's why I see.
Well, you know, the pros actually max Blink first. Pub builds usually go the Backstab first, just because of the sheer fact that they think it'll help them do more damage, which is actually false, because Blink has a relatively short cooldown. It's only a 5-second cooldown at max level, and so that's every 5 seconds you can do 120 damage, and the mana cost is only 50. So it's not that big of a consumption in your mana, and it also allows you to chase opponents down pretty well. So if you're playing Ricky and you're trying to level Backstab first, you're doing it wrong. At least on the competitive side.
Yes, as we see Bot almost get killed, Darkseer, but he gets away. But he almost dies to the shell there on the creep, which was kind of surprising. His Fuzzy Bear has 1,400 gold in the bank, so it's good. We're gonna see what he's gonna go here. Is Bounty Hunter just keeps spamming that track on Rasta so he knows where he's at all times. And now Enigma got that Soul Ring, so he'll be going for maybe Mech or Blink Dagger next.
Yeah, we are seeing in top here getting a little bit set for a possible gank, Ancient Apparition and Windrunner. Windrunner trying to take out the wards there by Veno. But unfortunately, Ricky is level 6, so he is going to have quite a good time at scouting, and we do see Vengeful port in as well, trying to get the top lane a little bit pushed out. But Leshrac and Darkseer trying to get on Leshrac here at bottom. Leshrac getting a nice stun off. Oh, Fuzzy might have just No, he did not. And a very good job there by Fuzzy Bear. I thought Fuzzy overextended himself a little bit by chasing Darkseer. Shadow Shaman in mid, trying to take out the mid tower with his wards. Bounty Hunter is actually stealth there, and he does see Enigma. He is going to smartly back off, and he is going to go away. But the tower is probably going to go down unless there is a TP in by anybody. Ancient Apparition trying to get there in time, but not going to actually be able to do anything. And we are seeing the mid converge all the way on Void and Shadow Shaman. Bounty Hunter using that stealth there, and Enigma is going to go down. Does not have enough mana for anything, but Shadow Shaman actually repels him. Wonderful job there by Shadow Shaman using the shock to actually repel Bounty Hunter. And oh my gosh, Bounty Hunter goes down by Shadow Shaman. I'm not sure what exactly killed him there. Oh, his wards were still up. His wards were still up, and Bounty Hunter completely... Wow, I was actually looking at Shadow Shaman's spells to see what he used, and he did use his wards, and I thought they were actually down. So Bounty Hunter kind of doing a oopsie and running directly into Shadow Shaman's wards.
Yeah,
so
kind of a silly moment, but Shadow Shaman did save Enigma's life with his ether shock.
Yeah, that was wonderful play there by Shadow Shaman. He was able to kind of repel a gank there, and he was actually able to benefit from it as well. So Bounty Hunter seeing Veno completely out of position, and he's going to be able to take him no problem with Veno having pretty much no items, no health, and the Gale really isn't going to do much, but Windrunner's going to actually kill steal Bounty Hunter there, which probably not the best thing to do. And Enigma actually does take out Leshrac here at bottom with the help of Darkseer and Ricky Maru. There's, wow, a lot of ganking happening all at once here. We are seeing Shadow Shaman come down to try and assist to get the tower. This bottom tower should go down pretty easily there with all 4 heroes there, plus a couple
Yeah,
creeps.
that's the death of the tier 1, maybe some damage on the tier 2, so it's a good trade
Yeah.
right there. As Darkseer picks up his energy boosters and go for those early mana boots. Enigma is now has 1,000 gold, so he picks up that ring of regen, so kind of know he's going for blink now, so it's good to see. As Darkseer picks up his mana boots already. Well, he got 700 in the bank. Let's walk and see. Hey, he picks up his mana boots.
Leshrac and Ancient Apparition at bottom. I don't think they know Ricky Maru is still around. Ricky Maru only has one more Blink Strike left before he's able to be completely useless. He won't be able to do Cloud. He won't really be able to do anything else. But it looks like the Team Zacharris is kind of mounting up in the middle of the Radiant's jungle, and we are seeing Bounty Hunter doing some nice scouting here as well. We are seeing all 4, and there's a stun there onto Leshrac. Darkseer using that shield completely blew it. Vacuum in there, nice vacuum there by... Oh, geez, that's just not going to end well. Enchant Person all actually going off, hitting Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman using that shackle, wonderful black hole there by Enigma, completely trapping Bounty Hunter in. And wow, he actually gets a Vengeful as well. Wonderful shackle there by Windrunner as well, getting stunned there by Vengeful Spirit. And we are going to see Enigma try and run off and do some extra damage with the shield, but nothing is going to happen there. So the trade-off comes down to 1 for 3 there for the Radiant, and wonderful engagement there. Unfortunately, there was actually quite a lot of shining colors there kind of happening all at once, and Shadow Shaman tried to shackle the, I believe, oh geez, and we are seeing Windrunner getting completely caught out of position there, getting the wards, Wind running out, but not going to actually be able to do anything of that sort.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't even agree with his decision right there to try to go after Windrunner, because Windrunner could just run out. But yeah, as you were saying, that Shadow Shaman shackled, and Shadow Shaman shackled him, but he got hit by AA's ult, and that took his life. As we see Leshrac going down to Venomancer and SA there, and now Bounty Hunter's coming around the back to kill off the Venomancer, as he has no chance, and Rick Romero can't help him, so he goes down.
Unfortunately, Venomancer is just kind of bait at this point. He's kind of just there for his ult, and that's really what Venomancer is really for. He's not really there for anything else other than either a scout bait or his ult. And Bounty Hunter, getting quite amount of good kills in there. He is currently 2-1-2, which is actually really good for him. He actually has picked up those drums. Leshrac now having the arcane boots as well as the ring of Basilia, so that'll really help his team out in those team fights. Ancient Apparition does have that dust, and he does have that headdress, so he's going to either go pipe or mech. And looking at, where are you? There you are. Looking at Windrunner's item, she is just kind of going her standard don't touch me build. She does have those phase boots, but she's going to get caught completely out of position here by, unfortunately, the entire Radiant team. She is windrunning out there, trying to see if she can actually do anything, but she is going to get killed, and Leshrac here does have a dust, and he does get spotted, unfortunately. So that dust not going to be as useful. We do see Ricky running away in stealth. Veno, unfortunately, going to be probably taken out here. Veno actually getting his ult there. Wonderful ult, hitting 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the Radiants. Ricky Maru got tracked. Wonderful stun there by Leshrac, as well as a good shackle there by Windrunner.
Yeah, we're seeing the Dire team just break apart right now. As a veteran player in eXe Relic, he saw that he was taking a lot of damage, and he realized that SA was stealth behind him, so he windrunned away and let Darkseer vacuum nothing basically, and then they just turned it around from there. So great play from the Radiant team.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the Dire wanted the kill on Windrunner, but I don't think they were expecting the whole Radiant team to be there at an instant. You saw they kind of all teleported in all at once, and they were able to turn a gank into a very, very good trade-off. But at the top here, we are seeing Shadow Shaman and Enigma trying to take down this tower, and it's not going to be enough, though, unfortunately. Shadow Shaman does use his wards, so he will not have that for a team fight. And we are seeing Vengeful doing her job in warding.
Yeah, a great ult by AA to stop the push shot, because I don't know if you've seen it, but Enigma has Eidolon and a good creep wave to push it, but the AA ult just chopped it all the way. As you see now, Bounty Hunter taking down Darkseer, and SA is getting closer and closer to his Diffusal Blade. As Bounty Hunter picks up drums, which is good for Bounty Hunter early game. Keep in mind that you can refresh
Bounty Hunter getting completely caught out of position here. He is able to use that stealth, and he's going to try and find Ricky, but Ricky's going to pop the cloud and say, "You're not going to try and get me." Ricky actually probably could have got him if he had vision on Bounty Hunter, but Bounty Hunter was able to actually stealth away. So good play there by Bounty Hunter, kind of just being patient and waiting for his cooldown to come back up.
Yeah, and Ricky could have clouded earlier, but just misplay. But
well, it's always kind of hard to judge on when to cloud, especially when you're doing a 1-versus-1, because you never know if the team's there or not, and it's really hard to just make sure that you cloud at the right time.
And now it looks like they're going to try to push bot with the Enigma Eidolons, the Venomancer wards, and Ross's ward should be off cooldown in about 20 seconds. And Enigma has his ult, so they should go on this guy that's TPing in right now. It's kind of a questionable TP from whoever's Windrunner just TP's in and
it's just Windrunner.
So.
It's okay. She's OP. Yeah. Enigma does have his ult, but we are seeing Vengeful and Leshrat bringing up the rear, and I don't think the Radiant team actually knows it. And here we go. Here comes the engagement. A small engagement there by Ancient Person with his ult again, and I think they're just kind of trying to buy time. Both teams actually do place their respective site wards there. I'm not sure why one of them is not killing the other one. But we are trying to get a swap in there, and Vengeful does actually get the swap, not in time on the black hole there from Enigma, and Ricky Maru actually getting hit. Veno using his ult. Ricky actually picking up a double kill. Nice job there by Ricky, and wonderful shackle there by Windrunner. Leshrat picking up that kill using that stun. And Shadow Shaman looks like he's going to be able to actually get away free and clear. Maybe. Oh, Windrunner does catch him out of position, but she does get turned into a chicken. Leshrat does not have enough mana for anything other than his lightning, and wonderful power shot there by Windrunner. Ricky trying to bring up the rear here. Does anyone have a gem or any smoke? That would be so useful right now for the Radiant team, but not. I think Ricky's trying to figure out if he can maybe take out Windrunner or Leshrat. Both of them at pretty low mana, and Vengeful did just swap out, and that's exactly what he was waiting for. Here it goes here, in there. Wonderful job there. Oh, he does need that cloud, but Leshrat did have enough mana for that last. That was a kind of a
again
by Ricky, but unfortunately Leshrat does live.
Again, he was a little slow on the cloud, but here's now Leshrat's gonna go pick up a regen rune. Leshrat, good play. Fuzzy Bear is really impressing me with his Leshrat plays. Hitting his stuns, his edicts are on point, so it's good to see from a veteran player like Fuzzy Bear.
Yeah, the cloud there. I don't believe Ricky had enough mana for the cloud. He chose to use Blink Strike instead, and he probably should have used the cloud instead of the blink strike, but I think he wanted a guaranteed kill on Windrunner because she did have that shackle, and I don't think he was expecting Leshrat to react the way he did. Leshrat did just get enough mana, I think it was just in time. So unfortunately, Ricky's luck did not follow him through that fight.
Yeah, kind of upsetting for Ricky. You could tell he's kind of upset about that he really wanted to get that kill, but just take it how it comes. As he picks up his diffuser blade. Now, if we take a look at the CS leaders, we have 65 for Fuzzy Bear on eXe and 82 for Enigma on Team Zacharris. And Enigma, does he have his blink yet? No, he's kind of far away from his blink because deaths are hurting him because he can't really get off a good black hole. As we see Venomancer again falling down to Windrunner.
Yeah, unfortunately, Venomancer was just not the friend of the Radiant during that kill. They pretty much all converged on him. Windrunner got a really nice shackle, and Bounty Hunter was able to finish him off. But Track does hit Shadow Shaman, and Shadow Shaman does not want to be tracked right now. He needs to be able to kind of go in and go out as he pleases. Wonderful shackle there by Windrunner, using that swap there by Vengeful. Nice job. Good engagement there. Enigma does not have enough mana for any black hole. He does use his AoE spell there. Rasta putting down his wards, trying to defend that tower. Bounty Hunter trying to pick up another kill. But Venomancer trying to get in a little bit of damage there, but maybe overextending himself just a tad there. He does want trying to get a good ult off there. But good pushing delay there by Shadow Shaman using those wards. We are seeing Ricky, though, might being able to pick up Leshrat at the bottom, and he does not, unfortunately. He was a slow,
Rasta did trap Leshrat in, but Windrunner with the Force Staff out to help his teammates. It's always good to see good team play. Now we see Windrunner purchasing up another Staff of Wizardry. I wonder where he's going to go there since he already has his Force Staff.
It'll be... Wait, what is she getting? Okay. Alright, cool. I thought you said she got another Force Staff for some reason. Small engagement here at middle as well. Oh, wonderful black hole. Catching both the heroes out, just in it, and that's not what they wanted to be. Let's see if Bounty Hunter can get away there. Unfortunately, the Gale plus the Venomancer ult is not enough to do anything. Stunned there by Enigma onto Vengeful. Vengeful does get down, and Shadow Shaman picks up a double kill. Something he needed desperately with his farm severely lacking.
Yeah, that's what Team Zacharris needed as well. They needed the double kill. They needed to make a stand in this game right now to say that they're not gonna just lay down and lose. So they want to just take the fights, and they could get the tier 2 tower here if they play the cards right. But then again, this annoying Enigma, this annoying AA ult just comes in and chops down the wave.
Well, you know, with Zacharris, what they're doing is they have a really heavy push strategy. They have a lot of heroes that push, and they have a lot of heroes that can control the lane really well. So right now, the Radiant side has a good amount of gold and items in their pocket, but they're suffering tower-wise. They don't have a lot of towers down right now, and that's what they need. Both of the bottom and top are actually still at full tier 1 towers. We are seeing the mid being pressured a little bit by both teams, but right now the Radiant tower is actually way lower in HP than the Dire tower is. And Bounty Hunter's trying to do a little bit of scouting right here. We are seeing some pretty aggressive wards there for the Radiant, and Enigma might be caught just a little bit out here. He does not have enough for Black Hole. Ancient Apparition ult going in. That smoke completely screwing with Ricky, but a wonderful vacuum and duplicate wall there by Darkseer, just kind of shutting down the Radiant team, trying to push him back just a little bit, with Shrek trying to get a kill here up on Shadow Shaman, but not going to happen. Bounty Hunter does take out Venomancer once again. Poor Venomancer, he hasn't been really able to do much of anything in this game, but he is playing his role pretty effectively, doing that scouting and ulting. That's really what he needs to do.
Yeah. Also, Neutrana was also the anti-mage last game. I don't know, it's like he's not like into it. Like he did great that first game with Potom, and then with Ricky and the Potom, and then the anti-mage game he kind of fell off. And right now the Venomancer game is like not what you would expect from him. Maybe he's just the pressure or whatever is just going on with him. He's just not himself, it seems. But it's good to see as we see Bounty Hunter now working towards his BKB. He's about 1,000 away from BKB, and AA almost close to his mech. So we're looking at a good farm for each team. Each team has decent farm, but
yeah,
Ricky,
I mean, you know, with Venomancer, his main goal is really to scout and just kind of get that ult off when needed, and he's been doing that. You know, it's not really shocking to see a Venomancer go, you know, 0-20 in most games. Shadow Shaman getting a little bit caught out of position there, but he is trying to bait. I think he's trying to bait Bounty Hunter because he knows his team's here. Bounty Hunter's going to try and is he going to take the bait? No, he is not. He's going to back off because he does have track, so he is able to get that vision off on Shadow Shaman. So Bounty Hunter's going to wisely back off, and we are seeing Enigma completely get out of there to try and defend the top there. He does actually walk into the cloud, not something he wants to do, and unfortunately, Vengeful TPing in bottom to try and deny the creep wave down at bottom. So both teams again just going back to farming. Not really a lot happening, unfortunately.
yeah, and
the first couple of minutes, the first 7 minutes of this game were pretty gank heavy, but I think the teams have kind of backed off just a little bit. Taking a look at the gold graph, it's kind of been everywhere. For the first 20 minutes or so, it was really in favor of the Dire. The Radiant took control about 21 minutes in, and it's pretty much almost back to even 23 minutes in. The Dire's a little bit less than 700 gold ahead right now.
And we see, as long as they stall, it gives Bounty Hunter more chance to farm. It gives Ricky more chance to farm. So I'm looking for a bit of a team. And also, the Shrek has his Bloodstone if he decides to go and assemble his mana boots, arcane boots. He has his Bloodstone, but we'll see if he does that. I'm pretty sure he will do. But
Vengeful getting caught way out of position here, getting stunned. One, not twice, but 2 times, and Darkseer getting that vacuum in to seal the deal there. Ricky trying to teleport in just a little bit too close to the tower, getting spotted there. Enigma does have his ult, so the Radiant team's going to have to be careful. Bounty Hunter is coming down without stealth. He will be able to stealth shortly, but the wards actually do spot him, and there they do. They actually do see him. They do wisely back off. Wonderful stun there by Leshrac, using that vacuum in for Darkseer. Wonderful black hole by Enigma. He gets all 5 heroes in there. Darkseer picking up a triple kill. What a wonderful black hole by Enigma. That is what they needed. That is what they were looking for. That vacuum pretty much sealed the deal for that black hole to be completely effective. Venomancer actually popping off his ult as well. Shadow Shaman does not have enough mana for anything else, but that was probably one of the best black holes I have seen in a long time. Wonderful job. Nice shackle there by Windrunner, trying to get some extra damage in, but unfortunately she's going to get stunned by Enigma's stunny thingy. And the tower goes down to the Dire. Wonderful play there by Team Zacharris.
I want to point out that Zacharris did that with lag. He's been complaining about lag all game long, all day long. He's been complaining about his lag, and he hits a wonderful black hole that is going to cost the other team Rax's. Darkseer goes down, and now it looks like they're going to trade Vengeful Spirit for Darkseer. And now they got to get a Raxer. You have to get a Raxer. If they get a Raxer, the advantage is going to tip in their favor. As now Darkseer goes on AA and just destroys AA.
Yeah, that was actually really nice play there by Ricky, trying to silence AA. And Bounty Hunter are going to try and be cleaning up, but they do actually claim a Rax. They might be able to claim a second Rax if they choose to do so, but Leshrac and Bounty Hunter up for now, so that is not going to happen. But that black hole, to recap, ladies and gentlemen, was pretty much one of the best black holes that Code Dota Weekly has seen in a long time. What actually happened and what actually set it up for such a good black hole was Darkseer's vacuum hit all 5 heroes all at once, and as soon as that happened, Enigma was like, I got this, guys, and he just throws down his black hole. He catches all of them there. Venomancer pops his ult, and Darkseer's shield is just completely ticking away at them, and that's how he picks up that triple kill. Darkseer's shield is probably one of the best AoE control damage spells in the entire game. It does 90 damage per second over time for 20 seconds. That is a huge amount of damage when you can actually put it on your enemy. So it's not like it's going to be, oh, I can only put it on my allies. No, you can actually put it on enemy heroes, and the shield was actually damaging all the heroes all at once. Plus the Venomancer ult was doing a lot of ticks and stuff. So that was a big deal there.
Yeah, that's why Darkseer is great in the long lane or the suicide lane, because you can put the shell on the enemy creep to farm off that wave, so you don't have to get really close. But also in that fight where Enigma Black Hole, he also pulled them into Rasta's wards, which was just like one of the epic black holes that I've ever seen. I've ever had the pleasure of seeing. So shout outs to Zacharris for that epic black hole. But now we're gonna, and also I want to point out as well, when you were talking about the Ion Shell, as you see here, he puts it on SA, and SA is an Invis hero, so he could run up next to, let's say, a Vengeful Spirit or an AA, jump on him with the Ion Shell and with the smoke, and just kill him instantly because of that Ion Shell plus Ricky's damage, which some people don't use that combo enough, in my opinion, but it's just one of a great combo.
Well, you know, it was very fortunate that they were able to pick up Darkseer, because Darkseer plus a Enigma ult is something that you're not able to actually counter. I mean, sure, you can have a Vengeful swap, cool, but if Darkseer gets all of the heroes in one vacuum and Enigma pops that black hole, there's nothing they're going to be able to do about it. So Shadow Shaman just now getting that Blink Dagger. And who got the Aegis of Immortal? I believe Ricky did
Ricky.
Actually get it. Okay, cool.
Also,
we're seeing small engagement here, though. Leshrac getting stunned, and wow, what a good shackle there by Windrunner. That's actually something that she was probably hoping for. They're going to try and take down Enigma, but Enigma's going to be able to pop the mech and heal up his team. Blink Dagger is on a small amount of cooldown, and he does have full stacks as well with his magic wand. So, oh, and another good black hole, not black hole, another good engagement here. Wonderful black hole again by Enigma, catching 2 heroes that really kind of needed to be caught in there, but unfortunately not going to be enough damage. And unfortunately, this engagement definitely kind of favored the Radiant side. Not the best engagement there for the Dire. Unfortunately, Venomancer just kind of running away, scared. I would be scared too. He did pop off his ult. He was not able to hit a good number of people.
Great escape by Ricky, blinking onto the enemy Windrunner and just running away from them. Also, I want to point out that Blink Daggers are on Shadow Shaman and on Enigma, as now SA is going to drop Fuzzy Bear, the Leshrac here in a second. There you go. Drops him.
What really happened there was they were hoping for another really good vacuum plus black hole, and they got it, but unfortunately they did not land Vengeful in the black hole, and she was actually able to swap out Enigma, and Enigma's ult got canceled and it didn't get the full effect. So Bounty Hunter was able to come out, Leshrac was able to come out, and I believe Ancient Emperor, no, I'm sorry, it was Windrunner that was caught in the black hole as well, and she was able to come out. So the heroes that needed to come out were actually able to do the damage they needed, and they pretty much mopped up the rest of the Dire team. So it's just kind of what happens. Ricky trying to do some more scouting here, might be able to get off the Vengeful here. He does a lot of damage, but he does have a backup by Windrunner. Ooh, Enigma coming in. Here comes the Darkseer. This was a complete bait there by the Dire team. She actually uses a swap, not on the correct one, but she does allow Bounty Hunter to get a nice kill there. And we are seeing that regeneration rune getting picked up by Shadow Shaman in his bottle, taking off all the wards. So kind of a sacrifice there by Vengeful to give Bounty Hunter another kill.
Yeah, great AA ult and great power shot to bring down SA. That's what they needed. Also, yeah, as we see here, BKB is almost going to be complete on Rasta if it's not completed. I mean, on Shadow Shaman if it's not completed already. And also, Ricky has his Manta style, so let's be on the lookout for that. I would have went for BKB this game personally, but he goes for Manta style.
Well, I think the reason that Ricky went for Manta style was because he needed to counter Bounty Hunter's insane damage. They have Darkseer as a carry as well, but he's more playing that support role carry. He's not getting a lot of carry items. He's getting more support. He does have that pipe in the boots, so just kind of keep that in mind. We are seeing small kind of a push here from the Radiant, trying to take down the mid tower to kind of get a revenge tower and the barracks, but they're not going to be able to really do anything significant because all 5 heroes are up. We are seeing Ricky teleport into the middle here, so this is going to be a all-out deny there by the Radiant. Bounty Hunter trying to do some last-minute scouting. The one he does have tracked is Darkseer, and the track is going to go off now, so they don't have vision of the team right now, and that's probably something that they don't want. Windrunner trying to do some last-minute farming here, TPing completely out of the way. Don't want to get caught in that jungle. Darkseer doing some nice scouting there, using Ricky as the Invis shield kind of bait toy there.
I want to point out that Windrunner also just picked up, or she might pick it up last fight, but I'm pretty sure she just picked up the Necromonicon level 3, so now they can see Ricky. They don't need no gem, they don't need no dust, and the Necromonicon hurts when you kill it. It hurts really. People underestimate it, but it hurts when you kill it. So, and now you see a whole bunch of wards going out. They want to see where this Ricky's at. They want to keep tabs on him. So good wards from them.
Yeah, I mean it's really all about trying to find where Ricky's gonna kind of go, because if he silences the right people, they won't be able to do anything. If he gets a good cloud up on Vengeful, then they'll be able to set up a nice black hole or maybe a nice vacuum into something that would really hurt them in the long run. So seeing where Ricky is going to kind of be a big deal. We are seeing Darkseer trying to get that wall up, saying, you know what, if you want to cross the wall, go ahead, but we're going to be here. Shadow Shaman throwing down those wards. Leshrac trying to get a stun off, possibly just kind of thinking about it. Not really going to happen. They're going to pop that pipe, though, and Leshrac completely missing that stun. Unfortunately, not a lot of stuff being actually... Wow, Enigma not getting the best ult, but unfortunately getting swapped out by Vengeful as well. Ricky picking up the kill there on Leshrac. And a lot of pretty colors flying out and about. Enigma actually did just get the kill on Windrunner, and actually no, Bounty Hunter actually just killed Enigma. I'm sorry there. We are seeing Bounty Hunter do quite a lot of damage to the actual Radiant Dire team right now. Unfortunately, Bounty Hunter, I think, is a little bit too farmed for the whole team to deal with as a whole. I think they need to start focusing on him just a little bit. Ricky trying to leave, and wow, Ricky actually almost getting stunned there by Vengeful. So
as that happens, the bot lane gets pushed, or they lose their second racks at bot, and mid lane tower goes down. So the Radiant still are in good shape. I mean, the Dire are still in good shape as the Radiant try to defend that.
Yeah, I mean, the push, I feel, was a pretty good push, because they were able to take that tower, and they were able to finish off the second racks. Top is getting pushed out as well for the Dire. So, as a whole, the push was actually pretty successful, but they did lose heroes that they probably didn't want to lose, and they were probably trying to actually play a little bit more positively with team engagements. But Vengeful waited for Enigma to pop that black hole, and she was able to completely swap him out, and then Bounty Hunter was able to pick up the kill on him. So Vengeful really playing really passively with that swap. The cooldown is 45 seconds, so it's not that long of a cooldown. It's not like she has to wait a long time. And if she gets the Scepter, she'll be able to cool down pretty much every millisecond, practically. The Scepter actually gives her quite a lot of decreased cooldown time. But they're going to try and push again. Ricky doing some more scouting. We do see Veno having his ult. Enigma, he has 1 minute and 7 seconds on his ult. Shadow Shaman does have his wards up as well. So just kind of keep that in mind when the team fight engages. We do now see it's less than a minute for Enigma's ult now. Darkseer having his Wall of Replica as well. He does have his Vacuum ready as well. So hype is also up.
Enigma is trying to get his level 16 as quick as possible. He's trying to go for his level 16. He's only about like 3 creep camp waves away from level 16. So he's trying to get his ult rather quickly, as quick as he can.
Yeah, I mean his ult at level 4, I don't think so. At level 3 costs 400 mana, but has a decreased cooldown of 180 seconds. So he's going to really be careful on where to use his ult, because that's a lot of mana. 400 mana for one ult. That's quite a few spells there. Ricky doing some more scouting here. We are seeing Leshrek and Windrunner trying to pick up some farm, getting those Venomancer wards out of the way, because they don't want the team to have vision of anything. Leshrek actually thinks that this is a real Venomancer. It is not. Shadow Shaman getting Bounty Hunter shackled, and wonderful job there by the Dire team, completely getting out Bounty Hunter for a full almost minute and a half, actually. That's going to be huge. This is what they need. They're actually going to go for the push.
Yes. Bounty Hunter has no buyback, so
they
have to pull off the stall of their life right here to keep them out of their base and keep them from getting the second rash right now. Bounty Hunter didn't know they had a ward there. Didn't use just scouting around and see what they were doing. They had a ward up. I don't think they have a gem. They didn't have a gem, no. So it was just the luck of the ward that they got off. Oh no, they do have a gem on Rikamaru. So
here comes the push though. Leshrek trying to delay that stun there, but Shadow Shaman turning Vengeful into a chicken. Wonderful black hole there by Enigma, catching all the heroes that he needed to catch in there. The chicken actually did not allow Vengeful to swap, so Enigma was able to get his ult off. Vengeful going down, Darkseer going, hitting Vengeful's kill actually, and Leshrek going down to Enigma's black hole as well. So, and there's the GG from Team X. Zacharris is the official week